there's no better way to end the season than to go to Snow's Barbecue in Lexington, Texas. Now, Snow's Barbecue was thrust into the limelight from relative barbecue obscurity in 2008 when Texas Monthly named it the best barbecue in all of Texas. Since then, people from all over the world line up every Saturday morning to taste the delicious smoked meats prepared by Snow's legendary pitmaster, Tootsie Tominitz. Now, Tootsie may be 80 years old, but she works with the energy of someone in her 20s. Now, despite having a full-time job, Tootsie is out there every Saturday morning to serve up her amazing brisket, sausages, chicken, and ribs. Tootsie is a woman of few words. She works quietly, deliberately, almost stoically, whether she's stacking firewood to if she's shoveling coal into the furnace. And you know what, that's fine, because frankly, her barbecue really speaks for itself. There's all different kinds of styles of barbecue in Texas. The Central Texas style of barbecue is very meat focused, usually meat smoked on oak wood. I'm gonna hop in line and get some of this fantastic barbecue that I've heard so much about. I'm gonna get a little bit of everything. Could we maybe just start with that brisket and move down the line? Yes. Wonderful. Let's get some ribs now too. Let's get some of both sausages. Let's get, a little bit of both. It's barbecue that starts its journey every Thursday, cooking low and slow until the very minute that it's sliced and served to the long lines of adoring fans. Snow's Barbecue, I love you. We're just gonna dig into some of this brisket. This looks amazing. Really simply prepared with salt and pepper. The brisket is the breast or the lower chest portion of the cow. It's a really huge muscle, and it can be tricky to prepare because there's so much collagen, there's so much cartilage, because that muscle of the cow. Cattle don't have collarbones, and so most of their weight has to be supported by these muscles. So this ends up getting really thick, and it can be tricky to prepare. It's pretty tough, it's pretty muscular. But I'm just gonna eat this whole thing right now. That's so good. I really like the fact that I got the part off the moist end. You've got that fat cap, and then you've got this really well-marbled meat throughout. Smoky, it is tender, it's fatty and rich. This is a testament to the life's work of a woman like Tootsie. I gotta tell you, she knows what she's doing. You said you put the brisket on about 10 p.m. night before?
Last night.
And then around, you said around 5 in the morning, what happens?
We wrap it in aluminum foil. It's done got about all the smoke it's going to do, and that just keeps it moist and tenderizes it.
Okay. But it comes off the heat at that point?
No. It goes back on the
heat. Goes, oh, so when does it come off?
Just like right now, I mean, at this time of the morning, he'll let the heat go down in the pit to just warm it, but it doesn't come off until we go in with it usually.
Oh, okay. So around 5, it gets wrapped in foil.
And then it goes back and cooks till 8 or 9 o'clock.
And then it's done.
And then we kind of just let it idle and stay warm.
Okay, great. This is fantastic.
Is it tough?
No, it's the opposite of tough. I don't want to stop eating the brisket, but we do have other things to eat. Here we've got pork rib. These aren't baby back ribs, they're the bigger ribs. These are spare ribs. Kind of squared off like a Kansas City style rib. Looks good. Wow, this rib is really good. I like the ends. I got a nice little crunchy end. The meat is nice and tender on the inside. On the outside, there's this beautiful crunchy layer so that it almost tastes like a really peppery pork jerky. And you get that nice contrast of textures of the really crackly outside and a tender, moist, meaty inside. You can see the pepper grains on there. That literally just came right off the bone. I didn't even have to try. I actually probably could have just held the rib above my mouth and gone like this. And the meat just would have fallen off into it. That just came right off. Phase 2. Sausages, we've got a regular and we've got a jalapeno. This is a beef and pork mixture. but I'm just gonna go right into it. These are really nice, really smooth. It's nice, it gives that satisfying snap as kind of your teeth break through that outer casing that's been cooked and crisped and wrapped around that meat really nicely. Hey, Miss Tootsie, this food is outstanding. This food is excellent. Man, she's been doing this for 50 years. This is like a hobby. They have full-time jobs. Let's attack this chicken now. Again, really simply done. You can just see all the pepper that's been rubbed into this thing. I'm just gonna tear off a hunk of this. You can see as I'm doing this, the juices and the grease are getting all over my fingers. I think the theme with Snow's is how beautiful and how difficult it can be to do something simply and do something really well, because this isn't complicated. Again, it's just salt and pepper on the outside of this chicken. From beginning to end, so much can go wrong if you don't pay attention, and it's deceptively simple. The focus is the meat, the focus is preparing the meat well. And I think that's what this style of barbecue is all about, and it's really, really outstanding. I really hope you enjoyed this season of Dining on a Dime. I know I enjoyed doing it. And if you'd like to watch more, please click here.
What I'm going to show you is a tour of the history of Austin barbecue, dating back to the 1940s and then going through to the modern era.